and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Cry yet, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem.
Right. People, other nations help forward our affliction. And Heavenly Father is a just power. Any nations that's going to get judged horribly is for a good reason.
That's right.
It's all because you have some type of hand in the downfall of our people. Sometimes. Very good. That's just the power of the Lord, man. He's just power. So you're going to get what you deserve. And all you want to source of America is a rap going up in flames. Right? It's going to come suddenly. He said, the elements shall know before me.
Scripture also says he is about to fill his belly, the Lord still shall strike him through.
Verse 18. Matter of fact, 17. It says, So shall you know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountain shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk. And all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountain shall come from out. And the fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Edom shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelling in Zion.
25 with that.
This is Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 20. And the reason it says thus, ye shall be filled at my table with horses, chariots, with mighty men, and with men of war, saith the Lord Yahweh. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed in my hand, that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh their God from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgression have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. And after that they have borne their shame, and have all their trespasses whereby they had trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' land, and sanctified them in the sight of many nations, they shall know that I am Yahweh their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, but I have gathered them into their land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh.
You know what's happening right now. Our people wake up telling our own people who we are, part of that teaches why we went into captivity, why we're in this hell, and we're being sanctified and made holy before our enemies. And you other nations realize, look, Esau, you're not this big bad person. You didn't outsmart us. You're not better than us. The reason you had us under your thumb is because the Lord was angry at us, so he brought us down. You know it. You know deep down that we're better. You know. You know. You weren't just diplomatically smart. You didn't come with anything. You didn't bring nothing to the Gadites and Simeonites, to the Reubenites, shall I say. Prince Lewis ain't come over and offer any goddamn thing. If anything, he got showed. He got showed how it is to survive. He got showed what it is with real medicine. He got showed how to live a healthy life. All you brought was death. You brought chicken, lice, cancer, smallpox, measles, syphilis, homosexuality, AIDS was created. All that shit.
Like AIDS is a virus that basically attack your white blood cells, and your white blood cells is your body's defense mechanism to protect itself against foreign objects.
You brought the diseases, epidemic outbreaks. You brought all that because it all goes back to more hygiene and more diet.
And unlawful sexual practices.
And so you ain't had nothing to offer. You didn't take this world because you're so great. You're just good with the gun. But you got the smarts of a rock. You're not smart at all. Okay, common sense isn't common with you. You want to argue if a chicken laid an egg or not, or if it was a female. You want to argue logic.
She said we would assume it's a female.
Right. You want to argue if it's a good thing to discipline your children at a young age. You don't have the wits or the common sense, because your formula leads to destruction. It leads to destruction in your own household, which leads to the destruction of the society, which leads to kids shooting up schools. That's what your leads.
The sweet fruits of the tree of Esau.
We bring forth kings and priests, a flourishing society. Okay, good health. Good health leads to longer life. Longer life means more time to expand even further. That's why you got to make sure you keep us in check. We get a little bit of wiggle room, man. I'm telling you,
Just take off.
we just spread, man. We just take off, man, a little bit. No, the deal. So no, you didn't take this world and take us under slavery because you're just this great people. Okay? No, because we sinned against our Lord and Savior. That's why we're in this hell. And you're gonna find that out, and that's gonna be another blow to your self-esteem. Because you think you're better. Psych. You're not. Okay? You're in reality. Truth. Which you already know you're not. You know it deep down, even from the way you look. Okay? You wish you had curly hair and brown skin.
This might argue with me. Come on, my hair gets really curly and it's so curly. I have this donkey. My hair is so nappy. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't see not a twist in your shit.
Man, y'all hair is like a golden retriever. Stinky and long. And shedding everywhere. We shed, but it ain't like y'all, goddamn it, shit.
Plus, like this type of hair is basically it keep you cool in the summer and it keep you warm in the winter.
Have you brothers ever noticed that when the sun beaming on your head, you touch it like, God damn.
Yeah, like that shit hot as fuck.
Wool
Right,
holes in the heat.
Exactly. And plus that fro basically like keep the cold air from skipping across your damn head. And like when I cut my fro off, I'm like, damn man, it's cold.
One thing I do notice is like when you like doing something with your hair, like combing it, it's like you can shock yourself doing it too, because it holds electricity too. And then it shows you like wool hair is the thing.
Yeah, that looks good. I love curly hair. When I see women, certain women out there, you can tell they're like Italian or something. They got the Afro Latin. I just love how it looks. Curly hair is just so much better.
I like how I heard it like defies gravity and stuff like that. It don't go down.
Same shit on the sign that last time we walked past.
That's how you know we like super saiyans and stuff like that. Because when they go into that God mode, they hair go up and stuff like that.
Esau wishes resemble. You wish you could be us. You wish you could sing like us, dance like us. And man, just the other day, just wanted to watch some Michael Jackson. Man, I just laugh out of joy at how cold that man was, bro. That's just Jake, man. You would never find an Edomite Michael. You would never. You ain't got no rhythm, man. You can't sing. You suck. All right.
I just had it flipped. This is Job 30:7. It says, among the curses they prayed under the nettles they were gathered together, they were children of jade, children of base men, they were violent in the earth. And now am I their song, yea, I am their Bible.
That's your people. It's a damn shame. You know, in hell, you should be dictating what we do at home. Okay? Trying to tell us, like, how to govern your own, spouse. Okay?
That's right.
What real Asian is. You know what I'm saying? Angry man's got all that bullshit. You got all people.
Yeah, like even the scriptures tell you how to deal with your spouse. Because the scriptures got all the answers in it. All the answers and the keys to life. So anybody that say, hey, the answer ain't in the Bible, one, they a demon, two, they stupid as hell, or three, they in denial. Alright?
John, this is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5 through 7. 8. In the reason it says, for her sins have reached into the heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works in a cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she said in her heart, I sit a queen and no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plans be one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord who judgeth her.
Judgment. He's going to come to this place. Burn with fire.
1 day, 1 hour. That's the good slogan. 1 day, 1 hour.
That's laying all over stick bugs and shit.
Yeah, you rashes and shit.
That's how you know the Lord is pissed at this place, man. Destroying this place in 1 day, in and 1 hour. Think about it, man. When you play the game for an hour go by so damn quick, you're like, damn, it's 5 o'clock. That's how quick the Lord gonna destroy this damn place. Now it might be seen long to the 2/3 and us and stuff like that. Lord willing, we are the elect because the destruction that's going on. But man, playing it in our mind, we gonna remember that, man.
Right. This is Obadiah chapter verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
It's part of that cup. Bringing it to you. The violence against thy brother Jacob.
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the stranger carried away captive his forces, and the foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast one of them. But thou shouldest have not, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day of he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest have not entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity.
That's all I want. Because then you're gonna get the that's
It's a great that came up here that one day. He's like, yeah, I'm from the tribe. This is where he walked out. He was wearing Jordan 11s. Now he's wearing 12s.
like when he read, help forward the affliction. That's part of what you did. Because when our people was fleeing, you went out of your way to look, something went over there. Look, I saw something went over there. Or you cut them off. You basically meant this man's a stranger. Let us go and help the fall of our own brother, technically. Right. These are the things you did. And you're guilty, and even to this day, these are the things you've done. Right?
And even in the book of Maccabees, this devil had set up some of our own people to destroy us and shit. You know, what was his name?
Alcimus.
Alchemist, yeah, him. Then what was the other? There's another one too. I forgot his name. I was gonna say Demetrius or not. But Alchemist was one of them that the Lord, not the Lord, but yeah, the Lord did use Esau to set him up just to destroy him and shit. But that just shows you that we still got people like that amongst us.
Oh yeah, sell off. Well, the thing about them looking at things, they went out of their way. They went willfully to the king. And the king's like, sure, yeah, why not? And then the Lord eventually got their ass. But you would think if Esau had integrity, which he doesn't, I'm not gonna use their own people against them. This is just below the belt, you would say. No, Esau uses the sellouts, he uses your own women as a way to destroy you and get to you. This man, he uses every tactic in the book. Yeah. And the Lord you gotta get him for that. That's why whatever it is, you can blame Esau. You got a problem with women, blame Esau. Because the only reason she acting like that, because it's in her nature. They're followers. They're followers of power. You don't have power, so they're not going to respect you. And knowing that they can at any time call Esau Edom to throw your household upside down and fuck everything up, they can do that. It's Esau's fault. If the option was not there, they would not act like that. But Esau gives them that option. That's why if you got a problem, it's all because of the damn devil. He's using every tactic in the book to come at you, man. Every tactic. You use your own people, your own sellout. Jimmy Foxx,
Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah,
Man, that old caterpillar mustache.
Now look at his granddaughter. Look at his household. All that shit you tried to put man under the bus. Now your household is on grass on Front Street, and you got a whore ass daughter, and she back at your house.
Right.
It's a shame. What's his damn name? Charles Barkley, his ass. Oh yeah, Michael Jordan.
Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah.
They'll use them to push Lord have mercy. And Esau knows that shit. They'll give a fuck.
Man, this nigga touching his. It damn near look like his wife. You know? And he had taken a picture.
Damn well, crying behind closed doors because your own son is a damn big ass almost said, you know, but for the sake of money and to push an agenda, you going to disrespect.
Yeah, and that nigga tall as hell too. So that's a double abomination. Like there's always a sodomite that's in a mighty man body. A sodomite in a mighty man body. That's a double abomination.
You know, and a lot of people say that Magic Johnson probably didn't even have AIDS because the people that do have AIDS, they tend to lose weight. They look like they're
darker too.
Yeah, but he don't look like he was sick at all, man. You know, that dude just fine.
Because Esau cured him.
Exactly. Now Esau said, "Okay, I cured you. Now go tell these people, blase that, you know, setting up wicked people."
See, I got it. You go out there and do some, live a lifestyle that you know you more likely gonna get that shit. But guess what? Esau ain't gonna rescue your ass, cure your ass.
Yeah, like you gotta buy this expensive ass medicine every month in order to live a normal lifestyle. Right?
Because here you are, supposedly AIDS stricken, but you got a sodomite son which spreads AIDS. So what's the message there? That's confusion.
Yeah, I actually was holding
Okay.
35 and 25.
So these are types of privilege.
This is Ezekiel 35. This is the prophecy against Mount Seir. Okay, you so-called Edomite, or Edomites, house of Esau, Edom, Idumea, to what you did to the children of Israel. Okay, it's a prophecy. Ezekiel 35:1, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. You say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord Yahweh was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate. They are given us to consume. Thus with my mouth ye have boasted against me, and thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice in the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea,